just kind of in the mood to rant. I don't know why. I filmed my reaction to Shane Dawson's video. That video is going up today, I'm pretty sure. But it has to go up today because today the actual next part comes out, so that one's going up today, period. But I felt bad because I was like ranting about like the shit they said about Morgan Adams, and I felt bad because I was like, I kind of felt bad for the girls because like they're clearly going through something, and I don't want to just like trash them, you know what I mean? Because like that's not really my vibe. Like I don't want to like add to people who are like already going through something, because I know they're probably already going through something. That seems like a lot, right? But here's the tea. I just was on a social media platform. I'm not gonna say which one because I won't call this girl out or whatever. And she was talking about how some people should have listened to their mom and they should have stayed in school because now they're stuck working at fast food places and they look ugly and they should have listened to their mom. And I just really, like, I'm in the mood to fucking rant. Like, I just want to say something because I have some shit to fucking say. This is why college high school dropouts are winning, and that's what this video is going to be called, period. After I turn my fan off. Listen, T. So real quick, can we just talk about why it's so much harder for me to film in front of this camera than on my laptop? I literally just filmed this rant on my laptop first because I was like just sitting there and I just wanted to rant real quick. But like my lips didn't match up to my words didn't match up to my lips, and that really irritates me. So now I'm refilming it on here, and it's so much harder for me to film like in this camera. I don't know why, but whatever. Listen, bitch. First of all, you don't know what fucking people like go through in their lives. Like that, like her like thing just really rubbed me the wrong way, because first of all, you don't know what people go through in their life. Like you don't know if people like what hand they were dealt. You don't know like if they had a sick parent. You don't know anything about their life. You don't know anything about what they had to go through to even be alive today, let alone to drop out of high school. Like you have no fucking idea. Like nobody like when they're older is like, oh, I'm so glad like I dropped out of high school. Like nobody's like that. I mean, I kind of feel that way because like I kind of like knew like when I dropped out of high school that like I was gonna go to college and like I wanted to party. Like that was my personal belief, and like that's what I did. It took me a little bit longer and there was like some bumps and curves along the way, but like I knew that's what I was doing and that's what I did. But like most people aren't like that. Like most people don't drop out of high school because they just think, oh, it's fun, fresh, and like gonna be like a great time. No, most people drop out of high school because they got some shit going on. Most people could drop out of high school because they don't have people like around them like encouraging them. They don't have parents. They don't have, you know what I mean, like a large support system. They probably have no support system. Do you know what I mean? Like most people drop out of high school because they feel like nobody gives a fuck about them anyways, and why are they going to care about their future? Like what does it matter? Do you know what I mean? Like you have no idea like what people are going through whenever they drop out of high school. And this is why high school dropouts are winning. First of all, I'll take me for example. I dropped out of high school, bitch. I got D's and F's in high school. Like I was a straight fuck up. Like I used to go to high school fucked up, dude. Like I would be stumbling in the hallways. I used to have friends like carry me to fucking class, dude. Like, and I was big too. Like I was big as fuck in high school. I mean, smaller than I am now, but I was big as fuck. And like motherfuckers were carrying me to class because I was so fucked up. Like I could not even go downstairs. Like it was so bad. And like I was a complete fucking mess. But do you want to know something? Like when I went to college, like I made straight A's. Do you know what I mean? Like I literally like did so fucking good. Like not to toot my own horn or to say anything, but like I set the curve like a lot. Like even this last semester, I didn't even do like it like that good. Like I was like kind of struggling because I was like really super depressed. But like I was so fucked up that like I missed a test. Basically, I had two tests, so I had to take my makeup test, and it was like a whole written test or whatever, and it was anatomy. Like there was like, you know what I mean, like explain like X, Y, and Z or whatever, and it was fucking hard as shit. And you want to know something, bitch? I got a motherfucking A on the written test, and I got an A on the motherfucking 100-question multiple choice test right after that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like just because I got D's and F's in high school and I dropped out of high school doesn't mean that I'm not smart. Do you know what I'm saying? So like let's first of all, like let's calm down. Second of all, talking about like you should listen to your mom. Half these people probably don't even have moms. Their moms probably aren't in their lives, and if their mom is in their life, they might not be a good, decent mom. Do you know what I'm saying? So for people to be out here talking about, oh, you shouldn't have dropped out of high school, now you're going to be flipping burgers for the rest of your life. Let's go to that. Do you want to go to that? Because here's the tea on that, sis. These people that are out here flipping burgers at McDonald's, you don't know what God has in store for them, first of all. God could have them flipping burgers at McDonald's, and then the next week they're gonna be flipping burgers at motherfucking Bob Evans, or you know what I mean, Denny's or somewhere. And then once they start flipping burgers at Denny's, they're gonna start flipping burgers at Longhorn. And do you know how much the fucking cooks at Longhorn make, sweetie? Way more than you do at your fucking little jobs, lady. Like, what do you mean? Like, I know how much I don't know exactly how much you would make, but I know where you work at, and I know that you don't make that much. You don't make more than a Longhorn cook. Like, what do you mean? And they dropped out. Like, are you mad or not? Like, I'm so confused. And it's not to say, like, oh, like, where you work at. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, oh, like, you don't make enough money, like, da-da-da-da. But, like, who do you think that you are where you're just, like, talking down to people? Like, I don't like that. I genuinely don't like when people talk down to people. Like, are you okay? Like, what the fuck? Like, who do you think that you are? Like, where do you think that you, like, what part of the universe do you think that you live in? Because I'm confused. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so dead ass confused, especially like whenever it's not even like nobody special. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're all 90% of America is like just regular ass people. If you're not like some fucking like celebrity ass bitch who like really like Elon Musk out here like who's saving the planet and shit, like, or Mr. Beast planting 20 million trees, like, don't talk to me like you know anything about anything, bitch. You don't. And she wasn't saying it directly to me, but just in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk down on people, sweetie. We're all going through it. We don't need you to add to it, ma'am. So anyways, this is why high school dropouts are winning. Because let's say that somebody dropped out of high school. First of all, if you drop out of high school, you go get your GED and you're like, okay, I'm about to go to college, bet. You could go to college and you could literally fail your classes and nobody's gonna look at you crazy. Like, nobody is gonna look at you like any type of way. Everybody's just gonna be like, oh, okay, like, you dropped out of college. Like, okay, you didn't like do good. Like, so fucking what? Like, we expect that from you. Do you know what I mean? Like, your expectations are really fucking low, right? Like, nobody's gonna like look at you crazy because you failed, like, at all. But if you do really good, people are going to be like, oh, okay, like, I wasn't expecting that. Like, it's way more of a shock, right? Because if you graduate high school and then you go to college and you start failing, motherfuckers going to look at you like, what happened? What happened? You know what I mean? But if you go to college and you make regular ass grades, everyone's gonna be like, oh, well, good. Like, good for you. You should have made regular ass grades. You know what I mean? Like, what story sounds better? Like, oh, like, I graduated high school and then I went on to college and then I started my own business and I got married and like my life was just perfect. Or I dropped out of high school, was addicted to fucking drugs, went back to school, made fucking good ass grades, graduated, started my own fucking business, and now I'm a boss ass bitch because I didn't came through it all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, which story sounds better? Because, like, I personally would rather have the second story because then I can be like, now I got all this compassion for people and shit. But that's just me personally, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think I'm done ranting. This is the second time I done ranted about this shit. Yeah, don't be a dick to people. You don't know what people go through. You have no fucking idea. I hate when people say that shit like, oh, like, you didn't even graduate high school, bitch. And, like, it doesn't affect me because, like, my life is, like, fine. Like, I don't personally take offense to it. But, like, I take offense to it for other people. Like, for the people who, like, don't feel like their life's going fine. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm straight, but like, I feel like some people don't feel like they're straight. And like, I want you to know that you are straight. And you don't have to listen to people who make you feel like you're not straight. Why? Because you dropped out of high school? Tell them bitches to suck your left nut. Because guess what? God has something better for you. Period. The fuck? Say, do you know who God is? Do you know what Jesus is doing in my life? No, you don't. So don't say nothing else to me. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's really how I feel though, like, period. High school dropouts are winning. And that's just the moral of the story. And even if you don't go on to do anything else, maybe you just stay at McDonald's for the rest of your life. Oh well, maybe God needs you there ministering to people. Who knows? There's always a plan, so don't be coming for people. Bitch. Bitches! No, I'm kidding. But, alright, I love you. Jesus loves you. Bye!